Hello, and welcome to the table. The bi-weekly tabletop role-playing stream with a focus on telling stories that resonate with the human experience, purpose, and the ultimate glory of God. I am Nate Garland, your humble historian, and I thank you for joining us for another chapter in our tale. Say hi, everyone.
Hi,
Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, I need the hat. The hat! The hat! She's got long arms. Yes!
Sarah, over to you.
Hi, everybody. This is Fresh Out of Falstaff, where I give you all the news related to all things. Welcome to the table. So, we've got some original music that are based on the characters from our very show. So, if you want to listen to those, they are now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere you can stream music. So, feel free to check out those songs written by our very own Nate Garland. Woo! And they're really cool and super vibey. So if you're a writer, creative, just want some nice background music, check it out. We also have Mepicon coming up from April 16th through 18th. So if you are in the Lehigh Valley area and you would like to join us to play the game that we are playing this evening called Ordnance, we would love to have you. There are limited seats at our demos at the tables that we have reserved, but if you'd like to come, say hi to us, ask us some questions, play test a few characters, we'd love to see you there. And last but not least, on our Instagram and socials, we are diving into some tutorials called Welcome to the Overview, where we give you all things Ordnance related. So if you haven't yet followed our Instagram at Welcome to the Table Stream, and we also have it on Facebook and all those places, so please give us a follow, and it is super cool. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So yeah, give us a follow and check out how to play Ordnance for all you nerds. We love you. That's all I got. Back to you, Nate.
Thank you, Sarah. I don't think that's regulation, how you wore that.
Oh, nobody requires regulation uniform these days, do they?
Come roll up.
Before we begin,
That looks like mine.
let's open up the records for review. At their pit stop in Ravensguard, the members of Eta Squad came face to face with past friends and enemies. Reunited with Alpha Squad, Petra tried her best to clear the air, though Reichert Muller was beyond a kind word and still wished Petra dead. Tensions flared to anger, leaving both Muller and Vogt dead on the ground in the prison cell they had been kept in. Before his death, it would seem that Eugene Vogt felt free of Muller and sought Ymila's forgiveness. In a meeting with the Queen, she asked Nalia if the super soldier would consider becoming a member of the Petra Guard as both a representative of the joint allyship and a capable fighter. Following the meeting, Ada finally reunited with Lydia Alasat, that is, Annika Bridges and her son Everett. Though a similar tension rose, the meeting ended in no bloodshed and a small bit of closure for both parties. Also, Cricket decided to let a child shoot a gun, and the young Medvedev lost his pinky as a result.
Yeah, that happened.
And what exactly is in it for me? A man stands behind an old desk, his face serious behind the oil and grime stains. A woman stands opposite, her hands resting on her hips. Her light brown hair is pulled into an elegant bun. Her blue eyes give an intense stare that intimidates the man despite her small stature. Her eyebrow is raised as she smirks. A better future for you and your family. The room around them is filled with various projects, machines and experimental technology either in use or discarded in heaps to use for scrap and spare parts. The man looks at specs of a weapon that was as ingenious as it was deadly. Certainly you have your own people that could build this, yes? Oh, yes, of course, she says as she finds a chair close by and brushes the dirt from the cushion before daintily taking a seat. We would have no trouble in engineering this. But getting it into the country would be nigh on impossible. He looks back down at the schematics again. It was true that the situation looked bleak. Adellia, as proud as it was, would fall to the Drake eventually. Then, if this woman was to be believed, a unified Parthis would follow under the Drake's allies. The Field Marshal's own son had seen the winds of change and allied himself to the eventual victors. He and his family did not owe anything to the crown. This was just business. How long would I have? The woman smirks again and leans forward on her crossed leg. Seems you've made your decision. He remains silent, and she studies her manicured nails as she continues. A month. We've received reports that the Crown and the Loyalists are working towards a treaty and subsequent allyship. How do I contact you when it's done? You don't need to worry about that. I'll be around. Your son was quite the gentleman on our last outing together. I do hope our mutual fondness for him will motivate you. Now see here, relax. That was an honest statement. I'm glad we're all on the same side. Sure. She smiles widely for the first time. The perfectly straight row of white teeth would be considered fetching if the ruthlessness of a huntress wasn't so evident. Sivyonia istini, Mr. Wilson. Judah looks up from reading his copy of the scriptures to see the nurse Catherine smiling from the doorframe. You should come in and see this. Judah closes the book and sets it on the empty chair beside him in the hospital hallway seating. He enters the now familiar room as the doctor marks things on his clipboard. Well, good news, Mr. Wilson. Your friend seems to be recovering. The latest scans indicate higher brain function as well as... The doctor gently taps the top of the patient's hand. The fingers, in turn, move in a quick response as if searching for the source. Judah's eyes widen as he looks at the doctor and then to his comatose friend. He quickly gets on his knees and reaches for his friend's hand. Gentle, Judah, Catherine warns. He slows the movement and gently takes the young man's hand while trying to suppress hope. The gesture is returned with a weak squeeze as fingers grasp around Judah's hand. He looks to the doctor and Catherine with watery eyes. He's getting better. The doctor marks a few more things on his clipboard as he answers. I don't want to give you false hope, Mr. Wilson. It is an improvement, but he's far from being out of the woods. Judah wipes his eyes as Catherine places a hand on his shoulder and asks, Should we contact his family? Judah clears his throat and replies, No, not yet. Best to see what happens. The two others nod in agreement. The doctor begins to leave the room, but Judah stops him on his way out. Dr. Becker, how come you let us stay this long? I haven't even got a bill. The doctor smiles. I was glad to serve alongside your father, my boy. I'm sad it was only now that I was able to meet you. The Almighty has given me much, and I'm trying to return the favor as best I can. Judah tries to keep his face from falling. Yeah, my dad. Yeah, no, thanks. Thanks for joining us for episode 10, Kingdom Come. And we're back. July 27th, 6:17 AC. 3 vehicles idle at the main gate of Ravensguard in the early morning. The lead transport houses Adellian troops alongside Thomas Leopold. A mounted defensive turret protrudes from the roof as a gunner checks and rechecks the weapon for any malfunctions before the journey begins. Directly behind the transport is a civilian car that is large enough for the Queen and her retinue. Last in line is a transport similar to the front, though the turret above is akin to the cannon on a perambulator and could destroy one as such. Eta Squad and Alan West walk toward the rear transport, spotting Annika standing next to a middle-aged man and woman, the latter sporting a familiar white streak in her hair similar to James and Everett. And she motions you over. I just wanted to say good luck and almighty speed. This, she motions to the decorated soldiers next to her, is Silas and Tabitha Bridges, Everett's grandparents, and my family, the man says, holding out his hand. Thanks for not killing our daughter. The woman's face is stern, but her eyes have a gentleness that betray the soldier. Oh, our son. We've all lost enough. As I'm sure have you. She smiles. Our hopes go with your group now. So know we are praying for your success. Better to work towards peace than for pride. She nods.
Almighty speed to you too.
And you see Everett kind of peeking out between Annika and Tabitha, just looking up at all of you. Cricket shows him his messed up hand. And Everett's kind of like, it's a little sheepish about it.
Is Cricket awake again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Didn't take long.
They nod, and your group continues towards the rear transport. As you all kind of enter these vehicles, in the front is some Adellian soldiers to get into the one, as I explained, with the one mounted turret. Then the Queen's car, in the car that Declan had driven you guys to Proxtrania in, and then you guys are kind of told to get into the back of the back rear vehicle. Alan hops in as well, and you see, like, there's no windows on the sides of this transport. There's only one out the back, and it's designed to keep, the armor. Any sort of windows would be, more vulnerable to attack. But you do have the cannon above. Like there's a cannon that sits on the top of this one. And you guys all see out the back window as like all of the soldiers are kind of lined up. They're all giving a salute to, you would assume, the Queen. You can't really tell what's happening right now.
What's the salute, Nate?
Oh, they just do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what they do?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what... They have the same salute?
I guess.
They stole
Unless
our
this
salute.
is all a dream.
Stole our salute.
Wait.
Medic!
Cricket's awake. They're doing the Falstaff salute. Something is wrong.
But I thought in Adellia the salute was this.
I don't know. I thought that was at Avaria.
Are we dying? Are they sending us to die?
Well, it's practically a prison transport.
You guys all, and Alan's kind of like, he seems a little bit nervous today, but He's kind of sitting quietly. As you're all there, though, you see a head peek into the window in the back, and it's Oswin. And he knocks on the back of the transport.
I reach over, open it.
Sorry. So we're gonna get going, but request from Viola. He looks to Nalia. Are you okay? Are you alright with switching places for a bit? The Queen wants to talk about potential position. Nalia looks to all of you.
It's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she gets up. He helps her down off of the transport. But instead of shutting the door, he climbs in the back and sits down in the place where she was.
This is going to make it a lot harder to talk about you.
Sorry. There's not really enough room in the car.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Oswin, when you were king and you had a Petrogard, would you have trusted a foreign national to be in it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we could all be plotting against your daughter right now.
it depends on the allyship, I guess.
I guess.
And the car begins to move as you guys begin to drive out of Ravensguard, and you see all the salutes from all of these soldiers. My brother-in-law was he's Ilonian.
Mm-hmm.
He was, well, I'd trust him with my life.
Was he also in a top secret super soldier battalion and high ranking in the Ionian army?
No.
I'm just saying, it's a little weird to me. I'm just suspicious of the whole thing.
I understand. And I am taking this opportunity to clear the air. Viola's right. To work together. Us old men have to put aside some of our predispositions. Consider this my formal and informal apology.
The enemy of my enemy?
No enemies here.
Okay.
Apology accepted.
Thank you.
Accepted.
Yeah, accepted. Because I don't really know what.
I can hear his voice in my head,
Oh,
and he's
no.
not even here.
I don't really know.
We miss you, Wesley.
I don't know really why to be mad at
Yeah,
you.
it's okay.
It's fine. Asks random question, not related to the topic.
Do you want this back? And he brings out the mug that he took from you the first season.
I have been looking for that.
Well, you can't have it.
Until we know what we are, I reserve my opinions of you.
That's fine.
Because I don't really know if I'm Falschatten or a Vacnian or some other third made-up thing.
We can
What
make
is
it
it
up.
that you want to be?
We can make it up.
I want to be me. And I want to serve a higher purpose, which is why...
Where was your hometown?
Skull. I'm Skaltanese. It's okay. You've never heard of it. We did recently have a prison revolt in which the citizens of the town did fight back, and we fought them back.
I would assume.
Restart that.
Oh,
And I look at Cricket.
it might have made the headlines. If you've heard of Skald, it's probably from that.
Ovaknia, yes?
I mean,
As far as
it's never been Ovaknia in my life, right? Like, officially. Yeah.
I guess not.
I've never been Ovaknian. I mean, of course, I'm Ovaknian because I live in Ovaknian old country, but you know what I mean? Like, I've never lived under Ovaknian rule, so...
There's a chance that maybe your country can forge its own path. Something
so
different.
it's the made-up third thing, yeah. That's what it's going to be.
we could come up with a cool name.
I don't think we're in the
Why do we have to come up with new names for things?
And we're not in the position to name a country or a people. Listen, we're getting off track here. We are going to... We need to unite to fight the Dragonzigs.
Drakenzig.
I'm pretty sure it's Dragonzigs.
It's Drakenzig.
Okay, lady that has a weird accent.
I'm also fluent in 3 different languages.
Why do you sound a Devarian?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was a question for him.
Oh, books on tape.
I'm sorry.
Books on tape.
Books on reel.
Books on tape. I don't know what kind of tape.
Coal mining. Remember you said
Yeah.
it was the coal mining.
Books on tape.
Instructional video.
Yes, it was the training cassette tapes. It wasn't just coal mining, it was everything. Milking a cow.
Tying your shoes.
Yeah, I know how to do that. I'm just kidding.
Do a lot of... What did you say? Skoltians?
Mm-hmm.
Sound
Skoltanese.
Skoltanese sound
I
Devarian?
wasn't going to correct him, that was being rude. No. Just me and my brother.
Oh.
We figured out pretty early that it took more effort to talk in the way that people from our town talk, so we just took the path of least resistance.
I see. Well, if this may surprise you, but I assume this sounds so stupid. I don't know Skald, but I know many places like it. I had more friends who were, forgive the term, commoners than nobles.
Yeah.
Me too.
I never met a noble until we met you guys.
I'm not noble.
I
I
was...
just met like 2 nobles.
Yeah, them.
I know.
Yannick was technically
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
the green.
Greenbrier.
I was going to say that Yannick and me had pretty similar lives, except mine was just the dark, depressing version of his. You lived a blue-collar life.
Nico made sure that his children were not
Nico.
given...
Nico's
leg
the
up.
king?
What?
No. Nico is the nephew or grandnephew of.
Nico
know this.
Nico
A
is a
lord?
decorated war veteran, a noble, who decided to be a baker, and I respect him for it.
Oh, we did meet him, didn't we? He was very...
Did you?
Well, yeah. I was at the bakery when the whole thing exploded.
Mm.
It was like my first day with you guys.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cricket was trying to help me fix my leg, and you know, he seemed very
Right.
nice.
I know our first meeting was tense, as was our second meeting.
Pretty much every meeting.
Yes. Sorry. Again, as I explained, sometimes us old men hold on to things when we shouldn't. So, you asked me back then why I did what I did. And I figured it would be a good time to explain. Do you know much about the First War?
Yes. I just read it this morning. Somehow I knew you were gonna ask me. I don't remember anything though, because I had a really long day.
All I remember is that the brave Falstaff soldiers marched their way right to Ravensguard with little resistance, fought a noble battle, won, and then retreated.
And that would be what Falstaff would tell you, which everybody has their, of course, what they want, and it is fine to be proud of your own country.
I don't know how proud I am now, but yeah.
We fought a long and bloody campaign in Ilona. Countless death. Both soldiers, civilians. Looking at Ilona today, you wouldn't know how much it was scarred by that bloody war. Every day, we counted the dead, both sides, and it felt numbing. Falstaff's machine was frightening. And they slowly took ground. Eventually, pinning us in at Ravensgarden. That day was the worst day of my life. As we evacuated, getting as many of our people out as we could, myself and the members of the Petra Guard held the fort, stood at the front gate. That's when Ryland disappeared. He looks over at you. Right?
Is he the guy that turned into goop?
When they began to take the fortress, I told the others to go. I walked out onto that field, and I watched a sea of grey, their guns trained on me. I did the only thing I could. I gave myself up. Surely the king would be good leverage. The machine I thought was so frightening. They lost a lot too. And they had no resources left. Beyond Ravensguard, they would have fought Adellia on its own turf and never would have won. And I made the decision to meet with them. So, myself, a few of the governmental leadership of Ilona and Falstad met at North Bast. And I want to say negotiated, but Falstad was angry. They had more waiting. I was 20 years old. And I didn't know what to do. Negotiating table went south. And it was either they were going to take some of our people, or they were going to kill us all. He looks over at Petra. When you're 20 years old, and the only option you have is to save some or save all. So I did something that is now seen as horrendous. But I will not tell my citizens why. I tell you so you understand.
Why wouldn't you tell them?
They need someone to unify against.
Who else have you told all this?
The Queen is aware, and my Petrogard. A few in the military.
Why exactly are you telling us then?
Because as outsiders, you need to know that things are complicated. And by sharing this with you, I hope you understand that things are not black and white. We need, and he looks at Alan, we need you as much as you need us.
Seems like you stand to have a lot more to gain than we do. What are we getting?
Sons of Truth? You want them to take over?
No.
Then we need just as much help.
Just saying. Overthrowing a rebellious government versus saving the skin of them. It's just, it's different.
I don't think at this point the Sons of Truth are a rebellious government. They have super soldiers.
I'm in on this, okay? I also, maybe I was brainwashed, but I don't know. I was always told that Falstaff was out of ammunition, out of food, but that didn't stop them. My mom told us that everything Skull produced went straight to the military, and they couldn't have been happier to do it.
And
They had a unified people. That's what I'm saying. That was their strength. Who has that now? We don't have it. Do you guys have it? Are your people really unified behind your daughter?
no.
I think they could be.
You know who is unified right now?
Who?
The dragon at the door.
Well, yeah.
Just like Falstaff was. Every rock in every village is giving their pennies to the taxman that rolls through to pay for bullets so that they can knock down their door. And they'll go till they can't. And I don't think you can give yourself up again to save them.
So then, what do you fight for?
No. I'm gonna fight for them.
What? Not who. What do you fight for?
For them. Because they're gonna fight for us. But every minute that we fight for them, we're letting the Sons of Truth gain ground. So what's the play to Parliament? We're asking them what? Unify so that we can help them. How long do we wait until Falstat's just unretrievable?
Getting to Parliament means a negotiating table with Edevaria.
Is Edivaria's military even that big?
Are they coming to Parliament? I'm confused.
No. This is a first step.
Then we want to talk to Edevari about all this.
That guy doesn't get out of his chair for anything. Wait.
You can't say that.
Rock wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm confused, and I'm just trying to figure out the next step. And the next step is fighting the biggest threat.
Right now, I think the biggest threat is...
Dragonzig.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm with. I'm just explaining for the audience. Who else is in the truck? Nobody?
Alan.
Alan. I gesture to Alan.
Alan says, I don't think without Adellia's help we stand a chance.
Well, I think...
Not against the Blitzkrieg. That's this new...
This new phrase that...
It's this new... Krigsblick. It's this new war strategy I'm hearing about from the front lines. They've taken over another country, right?
What's that?
They've moved on another country. Drakensig.
Drakensig is still in Drakensig.
But they didn't move on any other countries. They didn't move on a Poland with a Y. Not yet.
Durkheim.
Is that what it is?
Durkheim is France.
Durkheim. Oui, oui, mon ami.
Durkheim.
Antoine Dumont.
We try our best. Yes. Osmond continues. There is a sizable military in the capital. And we needed to move.
How are they going to feel about fighting with the remnants of the Falstaff army? The moldy apples, not the totally rotten ones.
I will... It will be a tough sell.
I don't think so. Less of a chance their own sons and daughters fall.
Mm-hmm. And the Drake is at the door.
Yeah. Perhaps our biggest selling point is that the more of Falstaff they can help, the less ally Drakensig might gain. there are still Ovaknians fighting for Falstadt that don't necessarily agree with its ideals, fighting for the Sons of Truth. If we can get them back on our side now, it's one less person on the other end of the trenches.
Does Her Majesty need me to adjust that speech?
In what way?
Well, I don't know. Maybe spinning it at a different angle. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous for it.
Now?
I don't know.
She's practiced.
That's good.
If they want a common enemy, we can give them one.
I mean, if you think about it, you get the remnants of Ovaknia together, Adellia, and Almighty Willing Advaria,
What about Alona?
and Ilona. I'm talking about the
doing
major
pretty rough
players.
right
And the rest.
I'm talking about the major players right now. But
I bet they have more fighting men than Falstadt.
I mean, they were Falstadt.
Ish Ash?
yeah, I guess.
Ilona specifically.
Yeah, a lot of people were taken from Ilona for the draft.
Mm-hmm. Bartolon will be there's some reserves. We could have some conversations. Zolt. They've been burned.
Yeah. Did Adellians kill the Archduke? Or was that just propaganda?
Jens
You know-
Ferdinand?
You know, even as the king, they don't tell you much.
Oof. That's a yes, they did. They definitely did.
It's a shame that war has to be the thing that unites people.
You know, I've been doing it for so long that you saying it out loud makes me feel very strange. We are going to be stopping to make camp tonight. Just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Eta, who habitually drives through the night to get places faster.
Yeah, I feel like we're all just looking at each other like,
Why?
yeah, like,
You don't exhaust yourself and your entire
make
team.
camp?
Specifically close to Drakensig. We want to get to, there's a watchtower close by.
Oh.
We want to get a view on the situation, if possible.
And the queen needs her glamping tent.
Don't you think that's a bit dangerous with her here? And only us?
It was her suggestion.
Put her in common clothes or something.
All right.
If Nalia chooses to be a Petrogod, you will have my I will be very grateful.
Mm-hmm. She can do whatever she wants to do, and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. But neither of us is going to put our lives on hold.
That's fair.
So don't expect me to be doing the cooking and the cleaning while she's doing Petrogard stuff, because I'm going to further my career first and
Okay.
foremost. All right? We made the agreement.
Yeah.
We're going as far as we can, as fast as we can. Am I oversharing?
Maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out this thing called life, guys.
When did you have this conversation with her?
Tons of times. Decravos,
Okay.
when she first left for the...
Recently?
No, when she left for the Leviathan Battalion. I thought that it was going to be about the
That
Leviathan
was-
Battalion.
Do you guys talk ever
Yes, all the
about
time.
personal things?
We've had that conversation 20
yourselves?
times. Yes.
I'm just asking.
We've had that conversation 20 times.
I glance over at Alan, like, kind of a little
What
bit of an eye
what
roll.
business is it of yours?
I'm just asking if you guys are.
Isn't your husband
communicating about-
dead?
What?
Never
I'm
mind.
not married.
Sorry,
Wrong one.
wrong one.
What is happening? What's going on? What was that?
What was what?
Why did you yell at her?
Because I was upset.
For what? Why? Why are you upset?
Because I don't want her to become a freaking Petrogard.
Then why are you taking it out on Petra?
Because she's sitting right next to me.
Mhm.
And she asked me a question that offended me.
I'm sorry.
It literally does not matter. She's gonna become a Petrogard. She's so good at what she does.
I was just trying to help Rock.
She's gonna die for a freaking foreign royal.
I suppose that's her choice.
Yep. Time to make camp.
Actually, what? Sure, we only been in the car for like an hour.
And no one says a word for 7 hours until the Osmond's looking out the back of the car, and he's like, trees are taller. Getting close. It's the
So we went south. We went
went
like
south.
almost straight south.
you went
like
you went southwest.
Southwest.
Yep. Yeah.
We passed the highway to Nestershot.
Yep.
Come down here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Telling you, somebody's gonna see her.
The cars come to a stop, and everybody begins to get out of the vehicles. You can see just south of you is a sort of a not quite a plateau, but sticking out of that you can see the top of an old watchtower. And when I say old, I'm talking probably built in the last millennia, maybe.
I'm on high alert.
Same.
And they get out of the car in front of you, and the Queen, Poppy, and Nalia are all giggling as they all come out of the car, and then they kind of stop.
Guess we got the humdrum V.
Petra's just
I'm done.
on the verge of tears, but
done.
just trying to play it off.
I rewind now that I'm sober. Not on pain medicine. Would have asked Patra about the incident
Oh gosh.
Incident?
in the prison,
When do you ask me about that?
in the car.
In the car.
Oh, okay, sure, we can
Okay,
do that.
retcon.
Okay. While that's happening,
Pause.
I'm going to the bathroom.
We can do that, totally.
Cover your ears, everybody. You're going through my shirt.
So what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Your Alpha Squad,
Oh,
they died?
yeah. No. Yes.
What happened?
They were all there. And my Reshik wasn't exactly happy to see me.
Well, no, he sounded like a real piece of work.
He was. Leopold took me down there, and I thought it was just going to be the two that were at least tolerated me. And it was all four of them. And Reichert hated me so much that he murdered Eugene in front of me.
You think that he killed another man because he hated you?
Mm-hmm.
A person that just showed up after weeks, months of being in an enemy jail cell?
Mm-hmm.
That's... no. That kind of isolation, putting someone together for that long, it can drive you a little bit crazy, but I don't think that was the reason.
No, he said he hated me. By some stroke of luck, I showed up, and then he murdered Eugene in front of me. And Eugene and him used to be buds. So.
Switch like that doesn't happen overnight. Doesn't happen the moment someone walks in a room. Causation is not correlation.
What?
Just because something happens at the same time another thing happens doesn't mean that the one caused the other.
I'm not sure I follow what you're saying. If you're trying to do that more of a thing where you try to figure out why something happened.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you that you're not the reason it happened.
He made a choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Eugene did too. So.
Yeah.
I walked down. Reichert told me he hated me. I asked him why. He didn't answer. I talked to the others for a little bit, and you could tell there was some strange tension between Eugene and Reichert, and out of nowhere, he just shanked him while staring at me. And I went inside, and I got to talk to Eugene for a little bit. It wasn't long, but he finally is at peace. And he accepted knowing everything that I had been trying to tell him for so long, and I saw the anger leave his face. He went from being afraid to saying yes to it new and being completely at peace with death. And that's not something I can fully explain.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But I was finally able to sounds foolish, but that was why I came here, and that's why I stayed.
To find them?
No. To make sure that he stepped into the light. At least one of them.
Are you all right?
Oh, could I be? I am, but I'm not. But I am. It's complicated.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible.
It wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
I talked to the others, they let them go. I don't know where they are now. But like I've said before, and I'll say it again, my purpose wasn't in a place. They couldn't understand that until one of them finally did. And I'm at peace with that.
You're still with us then? With finding Alpha? With whatever closure you got with them? You're staying with us?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I didn't doubt that you would. Just making sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here until the Almighty makes it clear I'm to do something else. So.
Admirable faith.
Thanks.
You are probably one of the few people I've ever met whose actions mirror that faith.
Thanks. I'm not perfect at it, you know. But I do try.
I can see that.
You met people like that before who didn't?
Most of them.
You knew a lot of the called.
Yeah. I was one.
You were?
I believed in Unua.
So what happened?
His called didn't meet the expectations I had for them. What he says to do, to act, to treat other people just never lined up. I went to church twice a week. Ceremony on Sunday and Bible study on Wednesdays, and who knows, every now and then spending more time at prayer meetings and that kind of thing. My whole family did. My little brother Gareth. Forget, I just got the twins confused for a second.
Spy.
Wrong Shay.
I genuinely can't remember between the twins which one was which. Gethin. Gethin particularly enjoyed the services. But he was different than everyone else and made a lot of noise. Yeah, that was
scary.
I'll
I'm gonna
pause. It's
switch
fine.
it. Okay. That darn Avalanche song.
Get the song before you start talking.
My puppy! Just causing chaos.
Your brother?
My brother. Gethin. Were you around? Oh my.
Was I around? I'm gonna say no.
I don't.
Maybe I was.
It's a very long story. Probably not time. Well, we do have 7 hours.
We got time.
7 real hours.
7 real hours. Buckle in. Here comes the 10-page backstory. Gethin was unique, different from others. He did not verbalize with words, but he was very emotional. And he was very loud at times. And when worship would happen, he would get very loud. I knew that he was just making a joyful noise, but the cold didn't like it. They thought it was distracting. So they asked my family not to bring him anymore. It's so dumb. The most faithful one there, not even allowed to come to the services, to worship.
It's awful.
Yeah. So I'd be the one to stay home with him. I wanted to. And I didn't want to go back after that.
I wouldn't have either.
No. So it just didn't fit. I was so angry for so long. Just broke my chair.
Wow.
Dang. And I think, I don't know, if the called are supposed to act a certain way, it just didn't seem like they were. And if they weren't, then what's the point?
So you still believe in the Almighty?
I don't know. I don't know what I believe.
That's all right. We're all figuring it out.
Yeah. Even if I did believe in him, I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I've just. Been so bitter and angry for so long. It just feels like there's a wall there. And I've done some horrible things. I don't know. Doesn't feel like he even wants me back.
I can tell you that's not true.
How do you know?
Because every person that ever is mentioned in the scriptures that had these great stories of faith, they all did pretty horrible things. Moses was a murderer and yet led these Thessalonian people to freedom. One of the greatest ministers in the entire second half used to kill members of the called. And yet he wrote multiple books in the scriptures and came to a faith drastically.
Yeah.
Paul with a Y.
Polly.
Polly.
Screeching.
He was Solly and now he's Polly.
Oh God.
What?
Y'all.
Pale.
No! No!
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the stories. I know all of that. Just don't know how to reconcile it.
Especially as people treated you like trash.
When so many people seem to follow him, wouldn't there be a difference in the world? Don't you think?
Maybe. But we're not the redeemers. The world's supposed to be redeemed later, not now. But we can be redeemed now. I've murdered someone.
Yeah. More than just the Adellian in the farmhouse.
Probably a lot more than that. That was just close up, so it felt different. But I know that he forgives and redeems. There have been times he's felt far away, but I've learned that walking with him isn't about a feeling. And he does love you. Because I love you.
I'll get back to you and I can make that make sense.
It's not supposed to.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Oh yeah, I do. That's what grace is, Morbid. You should try giving some to yourself sometime. And if you can't, he already is, because you're still alive. You know all the things. Sure. If you ever have any questions, and you just want to talk, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Petra.
You're one of the closest friends I have.
Yeah. Ditto.
And as you guys move to the watchtower, I think it's a great time for us to take a break.
What are you guys talking about?
We will be right back.
Matters.
Welcome back. All right, so you
Thanks,
guys.
Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
You're
Welcome back
s-
to you too.
Thank you.
No
Thank
one
you.
ever welcomes you back.
It's you guys are very kind.
Guys, welcome to my table.
They're buttering you up. They're trying to get out of combat.
We're
Don't
in.
let them.
You guys see the watchtower above.
You see
Gosh
10,000
darn it,
troops.
Gosh darn it, I gotta put on this playlist.
Sabaton begins to play.
No, excuse me, it's actually called Essence Indicator by Anthony Earls.
All right, so as I said, before we and now we're
Yeah, sorry. Just had to
the
have a
the girls
moment
are
with my
giggling as
girl.
they get out of the car, and
I made tea in the back of our car.
nice.
Did you actually?
No, I can't plug it in.
It's
Can't
just
plug the
cold.
kettle in.
It's just cold.
I slept in the
Cold
back
brew.
of the car so that I could be awake.
I'm sorry,
when we
I'm
take
derailing.
camp.
I'm derailing.
There's no
this.
trains. It's fine.
I'm explaining what I did.
So the
I brought the cat.
Nalia splits from the group and comes towards you guys, first of all. And she says, "Did you have a pleasant trip?"
Yes. Seems like you had fun.
He's upset.
No, I'm not.
That's what
I
you
just
told
woke
me
up.
in the car.
I just woke up.
He yelled at me.
I just woke up.
Because he's upset.
I just woke up.
And you're upset.
Because
They're
I
not
just woke
mutually
up.
exclusive.
We'll talk about this later.
Maybe.
Oswin he's looking at the tower, and you see him pull out a lighter out of his pocket, and he goes just a few times, kind of clicking it. So you see like the flame just come up, and then from the watchtower itself, in one of the windows facing you guys, is you see a light flash a few times. Same sort of thing. Right, let's go.
What was that?
You don't think we don't have these things manned, do you? You guys follow him, and so do blanking. Sorry, my brain went. Give Give me a second. Skarsgård. I'm blanking on his name.
Oh.
Wow.
Skarsgård. That's been a while.
Isn't it like
It's
Heath?
gone. It's gone out of my
Heath?
head.
Famous Russian O names.
Heath.
No. It's
Otto.
Otto.
Otto!
It's Otto. Otto follows as well.
Russian.
Thank you.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Otto Skarsgård.
Otto Abermont.
Yep. And you guys follow Oswin up this slope. So we'll check it out first, and then bring the queen. Yep. As you guys reach the top of this plateau, there's a door that leads into, and like as you kind of walk up, you kind of see this thing kind of it's like on the farther end, on the southern end of this, so kind of like you can see more of it as you climb the hill onto this. The stonework looks very old. Some of it's kind of like crumbling here and there, but even the tower itself has the basically looks like it was pulled out off of Ravensguard and just like set here. Same sort of architecture. And Osmond goes up to the door, just kind of knocks, and the door opens up, and a familiar face to some of you is on the other side of this door, though you may not know his name specifically, but he says, I'm not sure why you wanted to come tonight, but let's check it out. As you would have seen him one time at the Crow's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
And Osmond says, "This is Miles."
Mm-hmm.
And this man is in his, about this, you'd guess maybe somewhere around the age of Oswin. He's kind of a stocky kind of build, brown hair, a kind of a unkempt sort of beard, brown eyes, rather unassuming gentleman. And as you are walking, you realize, and like as he leads you in, there's steps, and he grabs a walking cane, not like a old, but just kind of something to kind of help him as he's kind of getting up the steps a little bit. And Osmond says, Miles has been periodically watching the tower for us, in the event of Drakenzig's activities. And Miles says from the front of the group, "Yeah, it's kind of boring. I'll be honest."
Miles was one of the Petric Guard,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't Petrograd is.
so none of them died.
I was able to find my friends, which was a good thing.
They died. The Petrograd died.
Yeah. You guys are kind of, it's kind of spirals up.
I look at his limp leg. They died.
Petrus is kind of like watching him and trying to see if he has a metal leg or not.
There's nothing clonking whenever he walks, other than the
Not like your
sound
grease,
of the...
your
There's
squeaky
still
knee.
interest, but there's some slight disappointment on her face.
We don't mention it, but every time Petra walks, it's just.
It's more of like a metal clicking against the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure things are going to get exciting soon, Mr. Delatar.
You know, when Oz was in hiding, I was at home. every day. I made myself a good... Never mind. That's an old life. He gets to the top of the steps and opens another door into a kind of a center chamber in this watchtower. And it kind of gets, like, as you guys go up, part of it comes out a little bit, so it's larger up top than it is down below. So this wide open area has different windows that kind of look out in different directions. And Miles says, there's been a little activity as of late. You might want to check this out. He gives a pair of binoculars to Oswin, who looks out the window first. Are they here often? This group, I'd say maybe once a week. He hands the... Who would be standing next to Oswin currently? Tell me.
Me.
I'm right behind Morbid.
He just gives... He, like, as he looks out the window, he gives it to you. You look down in... and there's a... In parts between Adellia and Drakensig itself, there are, like, some old walls that kind of cut off from different places, and some are much newer, like metal fencing. The place where you're at has, like, there's close to the wall, there's some of that, or close to this tower, there's some of that old wall, but then it kind of right directly just smashed into it is this metal fence that continues. You're kind of looking down here and seeing some torchlight that's kind of moving, and one central not necessarily campfire, but kind of like a barrel. It's in a barrel, essentially, a fire in a barrel. And there's a few of the. Go ahead and give me a. Let me test the logic.
A success.
This would have been from reading. You've never seen a draconian soldier, but you see there's a few of them from what you can see in the dark, and some with the light from the flame of the barrel. You can see maybe 2 or 3, but a gray uniform that's it's a little bit more silver than what Falstaff would be, and you'll have some. You're not quite sure what kind of guns, some sort of rifles or something on slung around their backs. They have these helmets that kind of are much. They cover a lot more than any that Falstaff would have used. But you can see in the dark, as the torchlight hits it, there is also a not currently in use perambulator down below as well.
I hand the binoculars to Cricket for him to show him the perambulator.
I don't recognize that.
Anyone know what that is?
Let me look. It's a perambulator. What?
It's
They look the same.
Miles speaks up. I've been watching them for a bit. These are newer models, Drakensig specific. Don't know the name. Don't know what it does. Osmond asks Miles, "It's just this group? You haven't seen any others?" Just them. Though it's only covered of night. I don't really see much movement during the day. There's always a tent, but no soldiers. Osmond looks to all of you. Stay a minute. He exits, heads down. Miles continues to look out the window.
We're just gonna let him go? Alone?
He's not completely stupid. A few minutes later, you hear footsteps coming back up the tower as Oswin is followed by the Queen and Poppy. And Miles gives like a little bow. And Oswin gives her, or who has the binoculars?
Cricket.
She kind of motions. Cricket gives her binoculars, Cricket. Oh, right, yeah, here. She takes a peek out the window. What am I looking at? Miles speaks up. Draconian soldiers, Mum, and a perambulator. They've been here a number of nights. Osmond says, no reinforcements. What do you all say to a little fun tonight?
I look over at Cricket. I'm worried about him because he was just very feverish. Mm-hmm. How does he look?
He doesn't look 100%. Definitely not.
I'm down to get a little dirty.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go away from Cricket.
I noticed Morven trying to distract Rock. Hey, Cricket, remind me how perambulators work again?
If we
Okay, all right, so
if we tell him to stay, he won't stay. We have to distract him with
We
something.
tie him up.
He will really not like that.
Wait, why does he have to stay?
He's not ready to fight.
I want him to sneak into the perambulator.
He's not ready to fight.
That's why he
He's
can get
too
into
sick.
the perambulator.
No.
So we tell him we need him to come along. No, because then he would come along. Can't tell him to not come, and we can't tell him to come. So we don't tell him anything.
I don't know what the right answer is. He's your brother.
We tie him up.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Sure.
Wait, do we have like a radio or something?
Why?
Like
There was one of the cars, yes.
no, like in here. They have to have a radio.
Miles, is there a radio?
yeah,
Where?
he opens
Very
like a side
interesting,
door,
Cricket. I have no idea.
and there's a full radio on a table set up.
Can I pick it up?
No, I mean it is a
Oh.
full.
It's like
radio.
the table
Yeah,
is itself a radio.
Yeah.
I look around for anything that could be used as a
I-
blunt weapon.
I start prying open the front of it until something pops off and I can see the inside.
Oh look, crowbar, smash! Oh my gosh!
I just start like taking my knife and
Give me
cutting wires.
Give me a test of technique. Whoever.
I'm talking to Cricket and I see this happen. I was like, what are you doing?
Success.
What are you doing?
I'm like cutting the wires in the back.
Everybody watches you knock Cricket out.
No, the radio, the radio.
Oh! That
We're breaking
makes
the radio.
much more sense.
We're breaking the radio.
No!
No, radio. We're breaking
I'm
the
not
radio.
crazy.
I wouldn't put it
I'm
past these two.
I'm not
That's what-
crazy.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
We're breaking the radio.
Trying to be a little quiet.
Yeah.
We're in the next room.
Yep.
Okay.
Cricket!
What?
We need your help.
Terrible. I can't believe
We need you to fix this radio, or we can't radio to let them know that the Drakkenzigs are on the move. The fate of Adellia is in your hands.
I hide the crowbar.
Hey, Miles, did you know your radio's broken?
Yes, he told us. He said that they snuck in last night and broke it. So you need to fix this.
I am giving Miles the death stare.
Yeah. Oh no. Look, it seems like it's not working. Do you mind help me out, lad? Yeah. Yeah.
Gather everyone outside of that room. Talk, back up to Oswin and Viola. Whatever we do, Cricket should stay. So let's not make a big deal about leaving.
She almost hit him with the crowbar, so
No!
better alternative.
Cricket's not well. He needs to stay. He won't stay if we tell him to stay.
He's not been well.
Does everyone understand?
For a really long time.
Sorry.
Since he was 12.
Is everyone in agreement?
Yeah. Does this mean we get to go kill people?
I don't like lying to our friend.
We're not lying to him. The radio is broken.
We might actually be in trouble and need it. I dropped the crowbar behind me.
Almighty, forgive us all.
Oswin says, I'll trust your judgment on this one. Anybody know how to... anybody good with explosives?
I look at Poppy. Aren't you just one?
I'd like to come along. So Oswin basically sets Miles on Overwatch here, and the Queen and Otto both stay. As you all make your way back down the tower. And Oswin takes point as you guys make your way towards the fence line. Everybody give me test of alacrity.
Oh boy. It's been a while.
Petra, would you like to stay Overwatch or do you want to be down below? I should have asked you that.
I want to be with them.
Okay.
5.
And that's a 3.
Choke holding the puppy over here.
Just trying to keep her from like biting my face. Or not help.
So
We failed.
yeah.
Success.
Okay. So as you guys move, and as I said, Osmond's taking the lead. He gets close, kind of taking the shadows along the wall before the metal fence. And you both get close as you're like following behind him. You both trip over some of the loose stones and fall kind of scraping the wall, and some of the wall kind of like parts of it kind of like crumble a little bit.
You tripped too.
You tripped me.
And you elbowed me on the way down.
You tripped me.
I
You're
tripped
the
all
falling
the time.
rush. You made me trip. She's not being
Is
stealthy.
Alan coming with us?
No.
Never stealthy.
Poppy says, do you always are? You're on your way to mission?
Yes.
She's a sniper. She should have stayed in the sniper tower.
She pats Oswin on the shoulder and gets close to the ground near this metal fence and begins to dig out a shallow sort of trench underneath the fence, kind of moving the dirt very slowly without much noise, the least amount of noise as possible.
I always think that's something else.
It's lighthearted schemes if you're looking for light battle.
Yeah, well, I was, yeah.
Music.
And Otto, or I should say, excuse me, Osmond takes point again. And he gets down and he army crawls through underneath this fence to the other side, keeping watch. And then there's like a tree that's close by, so he goes and scoots behind the tree, and then he motions to you all, like as he's watching them, and then he like motions for the next person to quickly come through. So who's going next?
Me. Unless I can't because I'm falling.
Oswin, then who was it? It was Osmond first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then Rock. Is Nalia with us?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Probably then Nalia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Poppy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then me.
Then me.
That's the group. Otto is in the tower.
Otto Hightower.
And you guys get a kind of a look, and there's not many soldiers, but Oswin says, "Quick and quiet." Yes. You see him pull out a combat knife, and he motions to Poppy, and she kind of runs, kind of doing a perimeter around. He says, he looks at you, and he points to the two soldiers that are there's two soldiers that are facing away. They're kind of like talking to each other, and he points to them, motions, and then there's a what appears to be kind of you're not quite sure if it's a rock in the dark, but something that is at least probably maybe 2 feet tall, and he points to them. And he waits.
I go to the rock.
I go to the rock.
I thought
but
you
it's
go
harder
to the
than
rock for
I.
cover. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry. You're a soldier. You understand some of these
Yes.
things. He's telling you, you guys are taking those guys out.
Right.
Pulling them behind the rock.
Oh, okay.
That's what's
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So he waits, and like you guys see, you've not really seen Oswin as a soldier.
But he's good.
And he waits.
Stealth ops.
He waits as two other soldiers. They're kind of like walking through. There's a tent there. There's the perambulator behind, and they're kind of walking around. And he motions, and then he starts going. And you guys keep in step, as like low and silent as you can, as quickly as you can. Give me a test of technique. Not you, Petra.
Not me.
Easy. Pass.
And you mind if I borrow a D6,
Yeah.
please? The easiest thing. Yes, pass. So he, you and him both get behind these guys, and it's quick, where he grabs him and pulls the guy, and the blade goes, and the guy's head drops as he drags him down.
See, I thought I was going to be out of pocket if I said I slit the guy's throat, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
That's what he did, right? He slit his throat.
Yeah. And then he, as you guys are back behind the rock, he motions.
Wait, what about me? What about my guy?
You're back behind the rock. You guys both pulled back down.
Right, but can I explain how I got my guy?
Please, absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Whoa!
Okay. Can I
better
use
be
Sarah
good.
as a
It's better be
demonstration?
good.
Oh gosh.
I got up behind him, I covered his mouth, and then I was like, they're never going to hear you scream.
He doesn't speak Adellian.
No, I said it.
What's
I
that?
said it in every language.
Oh my god.
No, I said that. He doesn't need
No,
to
it was
understand what I'm
cool.
saying.
It was cool, yeah.
He doesn't need to understand. No one is going to hear you scream. He also doesn't speak Avakian.
He motions to you two to follow Poppy around from the rock. He like points.
We go.
Rock
Yeah.
won't move.
And she's already kind of now around the back of this, and you see she's actually, you can see her kind of moving some of the ground underneath these guys a little bit. They have not noticed yet. She looks at you.
Sorry.
She looks at you and motions to your rifle and motions to the right one. And she tells you to follow. She points to the shadows to continue on farther past her to the left. She points to the left guy. And she says, wait. Just give me 1 second. Once you guys get in position. Test of logic, test of technique.
11.
You see her, she just does and she kind of pulls, and all of the ground beneath them just kind of sinks down, and they get stuck in there as you both.
Nice.
And they step, and you see Osmond and Rock step out from behind, and there is this. As she pulls that, and after she's noticing, like there's a confusion look on her face, and then parts of the ground where she had just pulled begin to all crumble out. And you guys see from your vantage point that the what looks to be built up tunnels in this area. And like part of the like as she kind of pulled the dirt down, some of the perambulator kind of slips and it falls like into one of these old trenches. Not old, excuse me.
New trenches.
New, but they were not visible before.
And so they were fully underground.
Fully underground.
And if we can look in them, do they have like some kind of support, like wooden supports?
Yep.
I look at Oswin and I'm just like, so how far have they gotten?
And you, Poppy actually runs and jumps down into one of these, and she kind of like, she just breathes. And she begins to pull, and you can tell that like she's pulling more dirt, and these tunnels are just begin to spiral out all over. Osmond says, we need to get to Destashad now. He pulls in his bag. It might get a little loud. And he goes to the perambulator and sets it down close.
Shouldn't we know what it does? If they have more of them.
It walks and fights.
We have someone that can drive it.
It was your idea to leave him up there.
Well, now that there's no danger.
Let's radio him.
Also, I just look at Nalia. He's not the only one.
Get in.
Osmond says, there's no way we can get it to the capital. But. Poppy, you think you can hide this thing? She rolls her eyes. Do I think I can hide this thing? She pulls the dirt again and just kind of covers it. But he takes the explosive he was going to use for the perambulator, and he goes to kind of a nexus of these tunnels, and he sets it in. All right, everyone back up. It kind of crumbles down some of these passageways. if this is not the only way into.
Sir, what about the tent? Is that hiding the entrance?
The tent is actually not in.
Oh.
It's kind of above,
Okay.
but you would assume that they would have been working on some stuff or whatever. Danger's past. I'm going to retcon something real quick before Poppy does what she did. Do you think Cricket would know what this is?
He sure would be able to figure it out.
Nalia just takes off, and she doesn't climb under. She just like jumps and grabs the fence and jumps over and continues to go up.
Show off.
And it's a few minutes later that she returns with Cricket, crawls underneath the spot, and comes over to you guys. And I know his logic is
High.
It's high. He's got it. I don't know what this thing is, but he's like kind of tinkering with some of the stuff. He takes out one of its canisters, and he's like, he brings it over to like an empty spot and he sets it down. He said, "Everybody back up."
We back up.
And he takes his coil shot, he aims it, and he shoots this thing, and and instead of exploding, it's this odd thing that you guys see that it kind of crackles, goes out, and then everything sucks in on itself.
I've never seen anything like that before.
What?
And you can see that it pulled, as it did, there was like debris and anything that was a kind of loose stones, all of it was kind of stuck together. Oh,
That's
bad.
Almighty help us.
That's really bad.
Let's go.
Do you think one of those would like suck you up? Like,
I
you think
think
you could disappear in that?
I think you could.
Let's go.
We're going.
You guys, the group reassembles, and you guys get all back into your different vehicles. This time, Nalia jumps in the back with you guys, and Oswin goes with the Queen. And the drivers are moving at a much quicker pace than what they were. Night turns into daylight as you guys head back north. Is anything? Am I moving too quickly? Are you guys talking about anything here?
I said, it's good to see you.
You as well. She's very nice.
Oh, I know.
Good benefits. You got dental.
What do you want me to do, Rock?
I want you to do what's best for you. Is that what you want to do?
I have no idea.
How could you be loyal to a person that you hated a month ago?
Well,
What do you have to say?
things.
Scoffing.
If anything, I'm not the same person I was, Rock.
So, if we fix Falstaff and there's a good government, you're just gonna not come back to your country.
Of course I'm going to come back.
So what? The Petrogard's a part? Is the Petrogard like a 1-year thing? Like,
Who knows what will happen? Rock?
to me, the Petrogard is you're devoting your life to protecting the Queen, which is honorable. That's an honorable thing to do. But you don't devote your life to protecting somebody if you have any other plans with your life.
You don't.
I do.
You said you didn't even know if you wanted to return to Ovaknia, to Falstaff.
Yeah. who knows where we're going to end up. But if it shakes out that we get rid of the Sons of Truth and the government turns around, then yes, I would return to my country that I love. But the good guys don't always win. I'm just saying, in this specific case of the Petrogard, which is a great opportunity, by the way, you got to be top 5 in the world. But you can't just go do that for 6 months and then quit. That's a lifetime gig.
What if Nalia joining the Petrogard means that the right side does win?
That'd be amazing.
Then stop pouting about it.
This has nothing to do with you. 0. My feelings are hurt.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying the act of considering it.
I know. I'm sorry.
If I considered joining a Petrogard, it would mean that I have no plans to pursue anything else in my life that requires commitment. That's all I'm saying. The music went away, and now it's quiet.
Yeah, because it's awkward in here.
And also,
You didn't
it's
have to
really
get
difficult
involved.
to tell where this conversation is going. So if there was a soundtrack,
Oh, I was
I
saying.
think
She asked me why I was upset.
It's fair that you're upset.
Yeah, thank you. And I know you understand, and I don't want that to affect your decision making.
I don't see this being something that is going to be a long-term situation.
Then maybe I misunderstand what the Petrogard is. It's like a part-time gig. It's like working at a general store. You can just leave. I think if you believe in her and you want to protect her, then that's what you should go do for the rest of your life. Use your gifts if that's how you want to use them.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been given. I'm not a human anymore.
You
right?
are a human. What makes you less human? I do not want my feelings to affect your decision making. I just want you to know that your decisions are going to have consequences that shouldn't matter if that's what you truly want to do. And you should do it if that's what you want to do. And if that will get the good guys to win, then that's what I want you to do.
She just kind of goes silent and just resigns herself to looking out the back window.
You didn't have to get involved.
You weren't going to speak up anyway.
I was talking to her.
Earlier, you could have talked to her. You could have talked to her
No.
the last
We were busy.
2 months that we've been
No.
together.
It became a little bit more real today, I think.
Maybe that's your problem then. Maybe it should have been real months ago.
It was just talk of the Petrogard for the last 3 days, 4 days.
I didn't expect you to understand.
Yeah.
Nalia, I don't know what's going to happen. But I did what I did to Olin, not just for Oliver, but for you. So that maybe there's something after this. I won't make any promises, but I will try. If If there's a life after the Petrogard that you want, I will try to make it happen for you.
And maybe there's a world where you can have both. Doesn't have to be so black and white.
Things are complicated. They always are.
It's true.
There's a lot that has to happen regardless before any outcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of move myself to be like next to Nolly, and I lean over to her. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask in faith, with no doubting. He answers.
Alan, who's been quiet this entire time.
Poor Alan, my gosh, just in the family argument, my goodness. Oh man.
He speaks up. It would, I believe, be beneficial to us if we focus on the next step, yes? At least for now.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Does anyone else feel like we're headed into the lion's den?
Yes. But I don't know what a lion is.
Dragon's Lair?
The louse's den. The Paxlo. No, that's a.
Inkosi Den?
Inkosi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether we're meeting Parliament or Dragon's Egg, yes.
I think he's meaning Parliament.
So maybe...
What if they just throw us in jail? What if they're just like, no, we're gonna take on Dragon's Egg by ourselves.
Are you just now considering
These
that as
guys
an
are
option?
war criminals. Hang them.
Or equally as likely, things go in our favor and it all works out.
And we all get 1 million brought.
You know that's not likely. Listen, I know not all of you are faith people, but I think that we should bring this before the creator of the ring.
Nalia says, sounds like a good idea.
Great. You don't have to participate. Anyone who wants to can say something. I consider it like talking to a wise friend. I grab Nolly's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I offer it to Morgan. You can just be here. Anyone else?
What?
You can be a part of this too.
I'm here.
Okay.
Cricket's holding Nalia's hand on the other side.
We leave the circle open.
Alan steps in. He takes Morvid's hand and Cricket's hand.
Trying to figure out who.
Who's holding who's
holding
hand?
it?
It's Cricket, Nalia, Petra, Morbid. That's what it's like.
Cricket takes his hand out of who's he holding right now? He just
Nalia.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
he squeezes Nalia's hand and he puts his hand on Rock's shoulder.
And we pray for wisdom.
And Nalia adds to it, but she says, before she asks, she says, Almighty, I am sorry for the things I have done. forgive us all. Thank you for this family. Our fears are so evident. But you are greater than them. Whatever the outcome, your plan is perfect. And we submit to it. Let us be strong and courageous. And give us wisdom. Because we are lacking it. In your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
If I had to ask for something, if this is how you do this, the strength to fight, the words to say, and the wisdom to know when to use them.
Alan speaks up. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I can pray for that. Or you can.
I thought that's what I did.
Oh, yep. He heard it.
Cricket pats his head, your shoulder. You did good.
You did good.
I thought that, apparently.
He heard it.
Yeah. That's what I was trying. You're making this weird.
I'm not trying to be weird, Rock.
As you all contemplate this time, and whatever it meant to you specifically, night passes to day as Destershad comes into view. And that is where you're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us. Devin.
Welcome to the table.
See you next time.
How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made for me a way. In times of strife, when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day, I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy call will lead this weary soul